this is Fang saying I'm going to be making a video that was requested recently in order to have an idea about what so this is a much newer server where for them season 2 they skip the desert season, so no more boring sandy desert landscape. They're going straight into the ice age, so they don't need to suffer like our earlier servers had to, which is good. I'm a little bit jealous about that, but I'm going to make a video about what will happen in the Ice Age. I'm going to make a video about what I recommend getting for a main account, what I recommend getting for a farm account. These are two completely different things. The reason being is I don't think your farm account would have realistically had an exclusive weapon, so why would you get the mammoth, right? Um, the mammoth is an animal that you can then choose for this defrosting event that happens every so often inside the Ice Age. I decided to start off with the chat on my farm account for a very good reason. These fish that you see here, so you can still select them even when you're not in that season anymore. So in this case, I can show you that I still have 12 left on that fish, an example. Um, you will be collecting that in various ice pits. So these ice pits are going to be like this uh, collection game style random roll of the dice that you might get something that you want. That's the easiest way I can describe that. Um, you will need to gather something called fish hooks, which appear not in the early section of the season, but later on in your uh, daily tasks, I believe. So it's kind of like this, where if you clicked on this chest here, this would have also the fish hooks available. But that doesn't appear in the early section of the season, that appears later on. In the beginning, in order to get fish hooks, what they want you to do is that they want you to pretty much get a battle pass. Right? I think it's like the season journey battle pass or like some kind of battle pass, right? And this would help you significantly in completing your fish collection very quickly. And why some people want to complete that collection, some people don't want to because they don't really want to spend the time in doing that. I'll explain my reasoning on why I decided to speedrun my collection. I wanted to get a specific decor that lasts you even after you're done that season. That is the snowman decor here. Now, when you finish your um, collection, they give you a number of these snowmen. I have my snowman at level 4 right now. The highest is level 5, but unless you're willing to dump a whole bunch of money in this game, you're probably never going to hit level 5. I'll be honest with you at this point. This level 5 thing, unless you're willing to dump tons and tons of money in this game, you're never going to see that, right? So these are the snowmen that you'll typically see. This is level 1, 3% attack and defense. Level 2, 5% attack and defense for troops. Level 3, so that's like 10% additional attack and defense for troops. I have right now level 4. That's 20% attack and defense. So you want to be able to grind out as many of these snowmen that you could. This is going to be able to help you upgrade this snowman decor to help you in the long run of the game. Because you get to keep this decoration even when this season ends, and that is very key here in order to get stronger even as a free-to-play player. You are able to also, like you just saw with my farm, gift random people fish, right? I will see if I can try to demonstrate that somewhere. I think I gifted another random player a fish. I think I I want to basically try to select someone that I haven't exactly shown yet. Um, I think I gifted Kakashi a fish. maybe that was way in the past, but basically, you'll be able to click on the fish in a season, like over here it says S4, it's gonna say S3. I can't really show you right now because I'm in S4, but it's gonna say right, you're in Ice Age, and for you Ice Age Season 2. Sorry, it's gonna say S2. For me it was S3, but for you it's gonna be S2. So for those in earlier servers that had this in season 3, I guess we'll have it called season 3. For those in newer servers which skip the desert season, I guess you guys call it season 2. Let me clarify. So you would click on the season icon, and there's going to be an ice pit thing. You're going to click on that, and there's going to be a collection icon. On that collection icon, you're going to click on that collection icon. It will show you what fish you need. From there, you would be able to ask for a particular fish. So let's say that you needed to have a there's different rarity of fish as well, so I know this is pretty weird. Uh, they've got like common, rare, epic, so purple, and then orange fish. But the orange comes in two varieties. There is a higher tier orange, which has an even lower chance of dropping because it is far more random. And then there's like a different type of orange rarity, which is more consistent. It is harder to get certain higher tier orange fish, which is what a lot of players struggled with in the Ice Age season. So make sure to clear the snow from your allies. This would allow you to get snowballs. Once you get enough snowballs, throw the snowballs at the snowman. So there's going to be a snowman icon, right? It's going to look like whatever snowman that you have constructed at this point. So if I'm at level 4, it's going to be level 4, right? If I am at level 1, it's going to be level 1. But then there is... Oh no, sorry. I forgot. On that section, they have a different leveling system. And this is the weird part there. The snowman also has its own rewards for giving you additional snowmen. Now I remember what it was. This was a while back, so it's just coming back to me right now. And you will throw the snowballs at the snowman to be able to level up the snowman. And for every single level that you get, you'll get different rewards, right? After a certain while. Like there's different sections that will give you rewards. And what you want to be able to get are these snowmen here in order to upgrade the snowman inside your base to get you the additional attack and defense for your troops. Make sure that you complete your daily tasks that give you the snowballs, as that will really help. Now, some people are probably gonna criticize me on this, but I'm gonna mention this to people as well. Not everybody wants to do the ice pit. I will explain the reason behind why. If you've already completed all of your fish for level 1, let's say you complete all your fish for level 2, do you want to continue attacking a monster that comes out of the ice pit? Because in order to take over the ice pit, you have to take it down. Like, you have to actually completely destroy the monster in order to capture it. That will then allow you to then fish inside the ice pit. Right? So, to get the fish that I just showed you from my farm, there will be different ice pits. So there's like level 1, level 2, level 3 ice pits. This says I can get it in a level 2 ice pit. So that means that you would have either had to capture a level 1, level 2, or level 3 ice pit to be able to get certain fish. This one was level 2. You can request for this in World Chat for it to be given to you, right? And for a lot of the more common fish, most of the servers are more than happy to get rid of it because they probably have like 30, 40, 50. So that's why my advice is that if you're low on troops, maybe don't go after every single ice pit serpent that you find. Because what will happen is that will kill more of your troops. And this will make it very difficult to progress and make it very painful for the gameplay for you, right? So my advice is that for progression, focus on only a few things to do. Make sure that you complete the collection. Make sure that when you're going through the defrost event, that you're only collecting certain types of defrosts. So for farm accounts, the boar is very good for the diamonds, right? Because you want to be able to use the diamonds on either selecting a glory war opponent, or you want to be able to use the diamonds in order to complete your VIP. I mentioned the VIP because a lot of people think that VIP should only be done on your main account. On VIP level 8, it gets you to quick finish on your radar and quick finish on hero battlefield. I think that 99% of people want to be able to complete these tasks on their farm as quickly as humanly possible to get rid of it. So getting to level 8 should be your first priority on your farm, which shouldn't be too difficult, I would say, especially with the boars coming out. The deer is also a very major defrost target. Each of these deers give you a significant amount of badges. You want to be able to cap out on the deers to be able to complete specific researches that you want to have done but cannot afford due to lack of badges. So some people cannot afford to get alliance recognition done in season 1, maybe because they ran out of badges, right? So you want to be able to get those badges from the deer as fast as you can. You want to be able to try to use that opportunity to maybe complete other researches like Peace Shield. Maybe you wanted to do Siege. Maybe you wanted to do T10 research. This is probably the best time to be able to complete that if you were not able to afford that in Season 1 due to lack of badges. The other aspect, Glory War. Glory War recently just got nerfed. A lot of strategies that people used back like 2 months ago will not work today. I mention that because if you're getting advice from someone who might have been trying to tell you what to do before the patch, those same strategies will not work after the patch was done. So you can no longer do multiple rallies on the same AC target. So there's going to be something called Alliance Centers. So I kind of can't show my Alliance Center because if I do, it's going to expose my weak points before my Glory War. I will discuss about Alliance Centers in another video, during which me or another Alliance will have their Glory War. This is just so that way we're not directly exposing our weak points prior to our final Glory War of the season. I will probably stream that or make a video of that later on. I just don't want to directly cause possible leaks in terms of our strategy on the Glory War yet, prior to the Glory War starting. So, I'll explain Glory War in another video, and I will explain the heroes that will come out in Season 2 in another video. The heroes that come out in Season 2 isn't just going to be critical in that season. Because without your Season 2 heroes, you cannot use the passives of the Season 3 heroes. Because your Season 3 heroes rely on your Season 2 heroes. So I will explain that also in another video about which hero I would recommend getting. I'll recommend which hero I would recommend not getting. I will explain my thoughts on what you should be focusing on to carry you through that season. Because I know a lot of people who are going to be starting out in S2, like Season 2, isn't going to have their entire team kind of maxed out, right? I'll just show you my team, and then that way it would kind of like give you a perception of what I mean. That is my main formation. This is my hero list. You're not going to have the S4 unlocked by then, so therefore you cannot have a fully built Wings of Dawn team as an example, right? I don't expect someone who's just going to start out in Season 2 to kind of have a well-built, fully developed team by Season 2. That is completely impossible, and that's not a very feasible thing to really think about, right? So I'm going to explain my thoughts on certain free-to-play heroes that you should be really trying to capitalize on. I'll explain my thought process on which Season 2 hero is worth it, which Season 2 hero is a waste of time, and I'll explain to you why I think certain builds that you should be consistently trying to build now if you haven't started yet in another video. Because there's certain builds that if you're really focused on doing that build, you will regret it by the time Season 4 hits. And I'm not going to say too much, except that the Season 4 hero has a certain type of quirk to it that makes a certain team composition really, really bad. Because their passives will not trigger if you fight against a certain other type of team. And they will be worse than Katarina. I will just drop that information there, that they will be worse than your free-to-play Katarina if you get a certain type of S4 hero. I'm not sure if that gave it away about which faction that hero is, but that's why I'm saying I will explain that in another video, because if I discussed it now, we're going to have another 20 minutes to go on in this video, and I want to try to keep this video shorter. Anyways, thanks for listening to my video and my slight rant about Season 2. I will also explain about server transfers going on in the future as well. And I will also explain why I would also be somewhat qualified to discuss about that. I just so happened to be a previous president during the server transfers. I was actually there during that time to handle the entire server transfers during the entire process, and it is one very, very time-consuming process. So that's why I will help break down what you need to do, what you need to be prepared for, generally how many slots you would need to prepare, because I'm pretty sure that 99% of servers will not max out on their slots, on the medium slots, but I will explain why you need to keep good relations with other servers, because there are some servers that don't really care about what other servers think about them during Season 1. You guys will care very soon when everybody transfers out of your server and then starts basically trying to not want to be in that server. That's not going to be good. And I hope that all of you have an amazing rest of your day. I will try to make another video about what to do in other events pretty soon. I'm just very busy right now during my final Glory War. I need to actually figure out how to defend against my own Glory War soon, and I will make a video on the Glory War that's happening in another clan here once that hits, actually. So then that way I can show you what would happen inside of a Glory War. So I will upload that later on. I just don't want to leak any information that's happening in my server, because if I do, that will be very problematic for the people in my server, and I don't want anyone that we are facing to really know what our weak points are. Uh, and I hope that all of you enjoy the rest of your day. And anyways, thanks, Zane, signing out.